Hey, what's going on out there, ladies and gents? How are you people doing here? So back here with some more football content for you guys. And today I'm going to be doing my prediction for the 2023 Champions League final. You know how it is, man. It's that time of the year again, man. Champions League final is almost here around the corner, and I could not have been more excited. So anyways, let's get into this prediction. On one side, you got the powerhouse slash the favorites in Manchester City. And on the other side, you got Inter Milan, a team that has won the Champions League before. They are three-time Champions League winners, I believe, and last time they won the Champions League final was 2010 against my FC Bayern team, and that game where Diego Milito, I believe, scored a brace, and that's also the year that Wesley Sneijder should have won Ballon d'Or. How the heck did he not win the Ballon d'Or that year is absolutely beyond me, but that's besides the point here. So let's just get into this prediction. So obviously, for Manchester City, look, man, as a Bayern slash United fan, even though City, man, can really just, be a tough opponent to face, I have to admit here, man, City, they just have really better ownership than Bayern do. And than Bayern, than Manchester United do. And that's the reason why City are in the position they currently are in. So yeah, you obviously have Erling Haaland, who's just been on a freaking roller coaster. Well, roller coaster. He's been on a freaking just insane conquest this season. He's conquered the Premier League, Erling Haaland, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for the future for Manchester City in the Premier League for many years to come. And obviously for Inter Milan, this is for Haaland, this is his first Champions League final, but this is also Edin Dzeko's first and ever Champions League final too. This is his first Champions League final because I don't think he's ever played in a Champions League final. So obviously, this is going to be a big moment and a great opportunity for Dzeko. Obviously, the team that I'm rooting for to win is Inter, just because of Dzeko. I want to see him raise a Champions League trophy. Let's be honest here. When you look at Edin Dzeko, especially his career, from the time he came to Manchester City, now he's at Inter, and with Edin Dzeko, he's getting up there in age, and what better way would it be for Dzeko than for him to go out a champion, much like how Didier Drogba did in 2012, against my Bayern Munich team when he scored that equalizer. And let's be honest, that was a great goal, and I'm not really mad about the 2012 Champions League final. I'm not a super bitter about it, like how some Bayern fans, I guess, still are, because obviously Drogba, he's earned that moment. So yeah, I would love to see Dzeko also earn this exact moment, like how Drogba has earned the moment, in his later years, finally being able to hoist and raise a Champions League trophy. So yeah, for Dzeko, it's going to be a great opportunity for him, for the legend himself, Edin Dzeko, a football player that I followed ever since, I started following football. And then, of course, for Inter Milan, you also have Henrik Mkhitaryan, who's played in a Champions League final before in 2013, because he used to play for Dortmund. And so Mkhitaryan has another great opportunity to also raise finally a Champions League trophy. And that's the same with, obviously Lukaku. He's won a Champions League trophy before because he used to play for Chelsea's, I think he used to be part of Chelsea's youth team. And I remember he won the title with them back in 2012. So obviously for Lukaku, this is going to be another opportunity for him to raise another Champions League trophy. So obviously, man, it would be incredible to see Mkhitaryan, Dzeko, and Lukaku raise a Champions League trophy together. I think that would be really great for football, which is why I'm hoping that Inter Milan win. This is their first Champions League final appearance since 2010. And obviously, the biggest, I guess you could say, challenge for Inter in this final is going to be to figure out how do you contain City's front attack, and especially Erling Haaland, because the key to victory for Inter is really going to be to figure out how to, I guess, get past City's defense and, penetrate City's defense. That's the only way how I imagine Inter Milan, the chance that Inter have here. Because realistically, man, I feel like this could be a really trap game for Inter Milan unless they get super defensive in this game and unless they can figure out how to, frustrate City's front attack and figure out how to take away, space opportunities for him inside their own box. Unless they figure out how to do that, I don't see how else Inter will be able to win this final. Even though I really want him to win this final, it's going to be a really tough challenge for him, because obviously City, their front attack is capable of just getting past Inter's defense, and with Inter's defense, it's going to be a big test for him. That's what I meant to say here. But obviously, the way how Inter have been playing, defensively in the Champions League, they've been playing really well against AC Milan. So I'm wondering if they are going to be able to repeat that as well, in a few weeks. at the Champions League final. That's going to be one thing I'm really looking forward to. But besides that, man, if everything goes well for my prediction, realistically, I'm going to say that this is going to be an upset. I feel like this could be just like 2012 again. So I'm going to say that this is going to be an upset, 1-0 for Inter Milan. Dzeko scoring the game-winning goal. That's my prediction for the Champions League final. Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of disagreements, but you know what, man? I would honestly have to say Dzeko, he's earned this moment, especially Edin Dzeko, man. He's earned this moment. He's come a long way, and what better way than for Dzeko to go out a champion? So yeah, as a Bayern fan, even though Inter beat my team in 2010, I'm going to be, rooting for Inter to win the final, because I'm going to be Team Dzeko. And yeah, so anyways, that's my prediction. But realistically, man, I imagine that City most likely definitely will find the back of the net against Inter. But obviously, this is going to be a super interesting final. But yeah, my final prediction, 1-0 Inter Milan. So yeah, let me know, and let me know what is your prediction.